Good morning, folks. It's John Pettipas. It's 9:15 in the morning on the morning of Thursday, the 17th day of March, 2022. And it's St. Patrick's Day. We have green in the beautiful, lovely Cape Breton flag. And speaking of somebody beautiful and wonderful, it's a tribute this morning to the late Mrs. KATHRYN Graham, Mrs. Jim Graham. What a fantastic, wonderful lady. I knew Kat, she went to heaven. I think it's something I know it's something very special about exceptionally good people go to heaven on a Sunday. She died on Sunday, went to heaven on Sunday, March the 6th, 2022. So a week and a half ago. And her funeral service is going to be the Saturday the 19th. What a wonderful lady, Mrs. KATHRYN Graham. And I knew her for years. She was a customer and just a dear friend of the business, myself, and she's a fantastic lady, period. There goes the grader up the road doing greater work, making some people happy on St. Patrick's Day. I never knew that Mrs. Graham, her wonderful equally wonderful late husband, Jim, he was born in Canso, beautiful Canso, Nova Scotia. And Canso, people are getting stuff done, and a big gentleman in mining gypsum, a great mining guy and a manager and a real people person, great people man. So back to Mrs. Graham, who this tribute is devoted to. Mrs. Graham, I didn't know, read her well-written obituary, was born in Gabaroos, beautiful Cape Breton Island. No wonder she was a kind, Christian, wonderful lady. Beautiful Gabaroos on the Atlantic coast of Cape Breton Island, and her maiden name was MacDonald, M-A-C, MacDonald and Graham. And Graham, I believe, is of Irish ancestry. So this is why I waited till today to do this wonderful tribute to this wonderful lady. And they have speaking of wonderful, they have a fine son. Their son, Jock, was born in the state. I don't have my Utah state flag here, but he was born in the United States of America, in Utah, in the state of Utah. So we cover United States of America. The son, Jock, they take fine husband, his father, born in Canso, Nova Scotia mainland, and he became a first-generation Cape Bretoner. He married his wonderful wife, and they moved to Port Hawkesbury, Cape Breton Island. So, what a fantastic lady. She was a reserved lady, but as solid as could be. She takes in, it's a beautiful little coastal community of Gabaroos. They were going to make a steel mill there one time. Steel mill. And there's expression, solid character, rock solid character out of small communities. So, I often have expression, if there's finer people anywhere still Cape Bretoners, I'd sure like to meet them. If there's finer folks anywhere still Cape Bretoners, I would sure like to meet them. Mrs. Graham and her husband lived in many places over the years. They lived, as I say, in her early years. They lived up in, she worked as a child, a teenager, lived in Halifax. When she was married to her equally fine late husband, Jim, they lived in the state of Utah in the United States. He was involved in mining, and of course they came up here, and we think of all the people of employment. Ruth Shannon and her husband Joe lived on one street, Philpott Street, just around the corner. Jack Cartery, his lovely wife Shirley, and her late husband Jack lived just across the street in Hawkesbury and Prince Street, and of course Mrs. Graham, and Jim lived on the other side of the street. Those three houses between the Shannons, the Grahams, and the Harteries. I say those three houses within a block or so of one another. At that time, they probably a third to half the people with industrial jobs at the paper mill, mining, or Joe Shannon's many fine enterprises lived, were employed by the people that occupied those tree houses. So Mrs. Graham, a very good church-going lady, a fantastic community leader. When she helped people, she did it very faithful. She lived her faith. She did stuff quietly. nobody, it's known to herself and God alone the people that she helped over the years. Just a very kind, decent, rock-solid Christian lady. And I just can't say enough about her. And she takes, and I also want to mention her granddaughter, Dana. I remember she used to come in the store with her grandparents and her own parents and her father and everybody, and she was a little girl. Now she's a teenager, almost. I think Dana's probably a young lady by now, but fantastic. And Mrs. Graham was so proud of her. Mrs. Graham was so proud of her. So, Kat, this is my brief but very sincere tribute to a wonderful lady, and we can say this, I'm going to conclude, Mrs. KATHRYN Graham, remarkable lady. This St. Patrick's Day, and this Easter for all eternity, they're now reunited in heaven together. And Kitty Cat's going to make a cameo appearance. Excuse me, Kitty Cat. You got to, oops, that's Kitty Cat. Kitty Cat wanting to get the picture. I wasn't expecting that one. New Kitty Cat in office here. Kitty Cat wants to make a cameo appearance. And so with that, we're going to pray for Mrs. Graham. Say the Hail Mary. Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thee among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, thy baby Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. And we know this kind and wonderful Christian lady is now in heaven for all eternity with loved ones that gone before her. And we wish her all the best. God bless. And a happy St. Patrick's Day to all, top of the morning, as they say, to all you wonderful Cape Bretoners, Irish folks everywhere. Thank you very much. Bye for now.